Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beetle Dustino, coming at you today with another What's in the Box. We're going to focus on George Harrison today, kind of ramping up to my George Harrison album ranking. So it won't be this week, this Saturday, but the next. So be on the lookout for that. We just are, of course, fresh off of my John Lennon album ranking video. Of course, I do want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks to any new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and do hit the notification bell so you do know when I got new what's in the box or what's on the rack or the rare album ranking video coming out. Anyways, let's get on with this next What's in the Box featuring George Harrison.
I'll take the box! The box!
You took the box! Let's see what's in the box! Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Yeah, and once again, there's something in this box. So let's take a look at which one we are talking about. And we're going to take a look at the George Harrison Dark Horse Years, 1976 to 1992 box set. There's kind of the top there, really cool with the Dark Horse logo. The opening here with George there. And we do got just some sayings and stuff, and my hands are probably making an imprint on here. Oop, and be very careful. That door flops open real easy. And then the back there with the contents, the albums that are in there. So, of course, we got 33 and a Third, George Harrison, Somewhere in England, Gon Troppo, Cloud 9, and Live in Japan, plus the book and the DVD. So very nicely done little set. And this did come out on February 24th of 2004. So it's been out for quite a while. Stay tuned towards the end. I will have some buying options. It's still available out there. If you do think this is a pretty cool box and haven't had it yet, or just curious what yours and your collection is kind of going for nowadays. Kind of unique box here. I call it the garage door. So we're going to open it up here. Little ribbon or whatever there. Lift up that, and then it just slides in there. And I'll show you with the disc there. So we got all the discs sitting in there, just nicely stacked, nice little rack here. And we'll take a look at each disc here. Kind of slide them out. Do it as gracefully as I can there. There's just kind of a look inside the box there. I guess that's what's in the box, and now there is nothing in it. These were, I believe, remastered for 2004. And nice new packaging with them and everything, since they were originally released on CD. So there's 33 and a Third. As you're going to see in my album ranking, this one is really resonating with me. I really love this album. Not going to be the highest, but it is going to rank pretty high. Really cool. They did kind of a different Dark Horse label on each one, kind of matching the album cover. Not really much on the back there. Just show you that quick. That'll probably be the only one I'll show you on that. Nice book in each one. I'll go through it quick. Why not? I don't think there's much, but a little different than your standard, the original release CDs, I guess. And there we go. So, of course, up next we got George Harrison, self-titled album. And this one I don't got an LP of yet. As you probably saw in my vinyl update episode I had a few weeks back. There's the disc on this one, nice green label, matching that front, like I said. I'll take a quick look at the booklet. I don't know how well this is showing up here. Still getting used to my new angle here. The camera's a little further from me on this. I think I got to get a better option for the camera. And there was George Harrison. And next we'll be on to Somewhere in England. And this one's got that alternate album cover. I'm not a big fan of this one. I know this was what George really wanted. So I guess, I mean, his album, his wishes, I guess. So I know most people aren't a big fan of this one. The album cover. There we go. I don't think the album ranks very high either. It's all right on my list, I guess. Kind of a cool gray and black label there. But tune in a couple of Saturdays to find out where it does list. We'll take a quick look at the booklet though. And up next, we got Gontrapo. And this one usually ranks as everybody's lowest. I've been noticing. You're going to be surprised where I rank this one. I think I really connected with this album too. Really surprisingly, I love the disc on this one, that blue and yellow. I always love blue and yellow. Good combo. A little shout out to my fraternity, Pi Kappa Phi. That is our colors too, almost exactly that. So maybe that's part of why I like it. But there's the booklet. Oh, and this one is, yeah, I haven't looked at this for a while. This one's more of a poster. There we go. Well, that was an easy one to go through. And up next, we got a lot of people's favorites, Cloud 9. And I've kind of turned this almost into a ranking. I'm kind of like alluding to what's going to happen. So tune in. Tune in. I've really been on as Beely Tone told me in a comment, we were kind of talking about how I'm listening to all these to get the rankings going. And he said, I'm on my George journey, and I kind of like that. So the George journey, and we're going to do a George journey leading up to the rankings there. And this one's on kind of a blue with blue. Very cool. Or maybe it's more purple. Yeah, we'll get the booklet out here. Such a great album. I just haven't been connecting with it so much, though. Everybody says it's so great. I look at the track listing, I'm like, wow, that is great, but I just haven't connected with the album yet. Maybe it's because my iTunes chooses not to play it for me. That's another thing I got to talk about one day. I'm trying streaming, trying it, not having luck. My iTunes decides what it wants to play and what it doesn't, and for some reason that album it doesn't like. Here we got Live in Japan, the next one. So kind of unique, it's got a live album in it, but this is really one of his only live albums. Concert for Bangladesh, I don't know if I'd really call that really his. I don't know how well his face is showing up there. That's kind of cool with the black and that. And this one, they put it on this Super Audio CD. So kind of unique. It's the only one in the box too that's that way. I like the black and the red labels, red and black. Very cool with that. So the 2 disc. We'll take a quick look. Maybe you'll see his face on there a little better outside the jewel case there. Quick look at the booklet, and then we'll get on to the actual book. And the actual book in this, it's really been bugging me when I think about it with the All Things Must Pass 50th Super Deluxe set. You get that big expensive box on that one, and this was fairly expensive too, so I'm not going to say it was cheap, but they put a hardcover book in this. And we didn't get a hardcover book in that All Things Must Pass one with the big CD set. So really cool, nice little book. And this does contain a DVD in it too. And I'll flip quick to the back with the DVD. We'll take a look at that first. And then we'll just take a quick look at the book. And this book was really nicely done. It's got some of the pages are this kind of unique, kind of, I don't know what you call it, this kind of, I think you can see it there. So about every 3rd or 4th page is like that. It's just really got a really neat vibe to it, I guess. Kind of cool book. And like I said, why in 2004 they did this nice set like this and included the hardcover book with it in, you know, CD scale, jewel case scale, and we get that bigger box, and they just put that floppy hardcover book in it and then charged what they charged for it. So I don't know. That's always kind of bugged me on that one. But yeah, nice little DVD. You can see the contents there. And pretty cool little box here. So there we go. We'll get them all put back in and close the garage door. Keeping it at a nice angle so they don't all go sliding back out. Always keep your finger there because that door pops open real easy. But yeah, there's the Dark Horse Years George Harrison box set, and just kind of looking at some prices on it. I started looking at Discogs, and I found about $55 and up, and the conditions looked pretty good on what they were describing there. eBay had about 110 and up, so I'd probably stick with Discogs. I think you'll find a good deal on Discogs if you are looking for it. Amazon, right at the moment, you're not going to find it. I'll show the picture there. Totally unavailable. Not even any used copies or anything. So I believe that's where I got my copy a few years back, was on Amazon. And I can't remember the price I paid, but it wasn't terrible. It was under $100, I want to say. And I believe it was still sealed. I didn't have a hype sticker or anything though with it, so I'm kind of shocked on that. But there is the George Harrison Dark Horse Years 1976 to 1992 box. And put that up. Just want to once again thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to any new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, you've stuck around to this point of the video, you must like it, so please subscribe. Also give the video a like. It does help out the channel. And also leave a comment. I do love having a conversation with everybody. Tell me your thoughts on this box. Do you have it? Would you like to get it? Would you like to see them issue a new box? I've been having a discussion with somebody. They'd like to see like the vinyl set that came out a few years back. I'll have a picture of it up there. And they'd like to see the CDs done in kind of a similar treatment to that. I guess I wouldn't argue with that either. I do got everything on the, with between this and the Apple Years box. So coming up here too, speaking of the Apple Years box, the next episode coming up Saturday, we're going to have What's on the Rack, Volume 7, Episode 7. So it'll be this section here, still some more Paul McCartney. So we'll kind of deviate a little from the George journey, talk about some Paul McCartney for a bit. But then we'll be right back onto that George journey. Coming up next Wednesday, we'll do the Apple Years box. On Saturday, the next Saturday, we will do the George Harrison album ranking. So stay tuned for those. And as I always say, I'm going to get signing out. And I'm Beal Dustino, signing out.